It
ticks.
happens to
What?
people with lowered immune system.
Right.
It's like a fecally transmitted
Right.
disease.
So there's these murderous ticks. They're called the Asian longhorn tick. And apparently
They can clone themselves.
and
right?
they're savage as hell ticks, they announced them as. And they've killed a cow. They've killed 5 cows so far by sucking all its blood until it's dead.
Jeez, where is the? Oh, North Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah, that's close. I don't see. That's what I'm saying. Like with the global warmings, we might be in trouble.
I want to see what these ticks look like. Like, how do they just suck so much blood a cow dies?
It looks bigger. I'm looking at it right now.
Like, I think the size of, like, I don't know, motorcycle helmets, like, stuck to the sky. I'm just trying to picture.
Like a dinner plate size tick?
Yeah, dinner plate size tick.
No, it looks like, I don't know. It doesn't look that much bigger than a regular tick.
Well, they just say it gets to the size of about 5 millimeters.
God, they found one in Yonkers. That's terrible. That's real close. New Jersey?
They're coming for us.
Oh my God.
The enormous tick.
See, all these doomsday preppers have it all wrong.
They do.
They think it's going
right?
to be the animals taking over and it's going to be nature reclaiming what was lost. And that's what's happening. All these things are, they're buffing up to take us humans down because we screwed everything up. So nature's getting all steroided up to come take its land back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That is disgusting. It's 5 millimeters.
Yeah, what is? I don't know.
Not that big. That's small.
But maybe because they clone, there's so many would be on the body.
That is crazy.
You know what I mean? Just like sucking the blood. So there could be thousands of them on the cow, and it just sucks their blood and kills them.
That's terrible.
I don't know.
So
it's
glad
insane.
I don't have very much grass at my house. I'm gonna have to move on to an island to get away from all this.
I know.
Stuff.
Okay, Amy, ready? All right, this is.
There's one more thing. Cockroaches are becoming immune to insecticides.
Yes, well, that's been going on for years, hasn't it?
So we're gonna be covered in ticks and roaches. Before you just kind of bombed your house or had someone come out and do some spraying. I had an apartment in Rochester that had roaches in it once.
Mm-hmm.
And my dog used to bark my dog was barking at the refrigerator when I had my Labrador at the time. I couldn't understand it, and I moved it, and there was roaches underneath it. It was disgusting. And it was a big situation with my landlord and all that. And so I know I know the problems with this, and like then they just had someone come out and take care of it, and it was fine. But if they're gonna get there's a lot of people that live in big buildings. How are they going to get rid of all these cockroaches if they're
right? I would think I would think that the cockroaches are going to be getting immune to some of so many insecticides anyway, like over years. Because don't they say if the world ends and there's like a complete mess,
it's going to be the methed up alligators, the cockroaches, ticks left.
And those ticks.
And whatever's in the ocean. And like an octopus, like some octopus and stuff. Yeah. That's it.
They're going to survive.
And whatever comes back, whatever the new species is, will be a combination of those things.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be disgusting.
All right, so listen. What about this guy whose Roomba ran over the dog poop while he was at work? And it just drove around and smeared the dog poop.
I'm so glad.
Could you imagine coming home to that?
I could not imagine. That's why I do not get a Roomba, because there's too many liabilities with these cats. Because you don't know what they're going to do when we're not. Oh, there's about to be a cat fight right here. You don't know what they're going to do. They'll puke on the floor. They'll do all those things. So Roomba's not going to work in this house. That's why I have Karen come out.
Karen!
I don't buy a Roomba. That's why I had to get back on the good side of Karen, because I can't do Roombas. This is not going to happen. Do you have a Roomba?
No. And yesterday was Amazon Prime Day, and
Were you gonna get one?
No, I did. I looked, and they just weren't even cheap enough. And plus, I don't know how convinced I am how well it's going to work.
Well, I want you to know that on there are some AliExpress Roombas out there.
Oh yeah,
that people swear by. Yeah. So when you're buying your Fuji watches for all your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I saw. Yeah, and I'm wondering where my Fuji. I'm just kidding. Where my Fuji watch is, but yeah. Apparently, there was a whole quote. I guess we'll call it the Foomba. There was a whole thread on the Foomba and how people
the Foomba.
Yeah, we'll call it the Foomba.
Right. Well, I got that Ring doorbell, and it came with a free Echo Dot for $69.
Okay, so
and it's normally $170. I didn't get it yet. It's totally on back order because I'm imagining 3 million people bought it at $69 because the regular price is like $170.
Okay,
and I got my Echo Dot came already.
Is that the one with the camera?
Yeah. They claim it takes.
So that's the one that. Remember, we had that article where the guy saw the snake on his doorbell. Out there.
A lot of people have footage from their Ring doorbell. So we'll see. They claim it's only a 5-minute setup.
Okay, all right. Well.
I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, so I did get that. It was a good deal. Other than that, I really didn't buy much else because I don't know. I was trying to see what else was a good deal, and it was just hard for me to navigate the sales, and I was confused. And
yeah, I stayed away from the whole thing. I don't have the finances to spend on Amazon right now. I'm trying to save up for the stuff for my camper that's in construction right now.
Yes, your new camper. So here's another crazy story that freaked me out. What about the great white shark that dragged a fishing boat around San Francisco Bay? So
that is straight up like Jaws.
Jaws, right?
Happen.
They hooked the massive sea beast. They said around the massive sea beast who was hooked to their thing. They tried to reel it in for 30 minutes, but it dragged them 2 miles around the bay.
Well, they should have cut the line. That's their fault. Once you realize you're hooked onto something like that, honestly, you should cut whatever you're doing. Cut the line and move on, because you're not gonna. First of all, you can't catch those things. You're not supposed to. Second of all, you're probably gonna die if you do that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the shark
just cut the line. That was their own fault that time.
Yeah,
can't go out there antagonizing.
So what
sharks.
did this crazy mother do? She put her children in a swimming pool at the roof of her SUV?
For that one.
I mean, what is she doing? I'm so confused.
This is our MBB of the whole summer. Right
Here's our new MBB.
Yeah, she wins for the entire summer.
Okay, she's 49 years old.
Yeah,
she inflated the pool.
Got one. It was one of those, not one of those huge blow-up pools, just like a small one.
Right.
And she went to her friend's house to inflate the pool, because I don't know why. I guess she didn't have one of those pumps. And she put the kids on the roof underneath the pool and drove over a bridge while they were trying to hold the pool down, and she was spotted by an officer.
The pool, in the picture, it's a small little SUV. I don't know what kind it is, but the pool is literally like from the roof all the way to the back, hanging over the edge.
Yeah, and she had the kids trying to.
And the kids were sitting in it. Well, I mean, there's video footage here of her driving the pool around.
It is shocking.
It's shocking.
It's shocking. It's super, super duper shocking that this would. I mean,
at first I thought
really funny. I'm glad nothing happened to the kids.
Right.
But, I mean, come on.
At first I thought she put water in it.
Back in my day, this wasn't as bad, but also not that great. My dad used to have this little sailboat. and he did not have like a trailer for it because it was kind of like, this thing is super small. Like it's a really, really small, like it was more of like, it was almost like a paddleboard with a sail, but it was a little bit bigger than that. So he used to just shove it in the back of the minivan, leave the back of the minivan open, and we used to, that would only leave the front seat open. So we used to ride underneath the sailboat in the back of the car with the back open, but tied down a little bit, but we were in the back of that van riding with no seatbelts on underneath that sailboat. And I mean, we survived, we survived.
Right.
Best idea ever. I mean, if we did that now, it would be all over the news, and it would be like, he probably would have got us taken away or something. But
a student that was in Africa trying to take like a little photo shoot of wildlife when an African elephant was not very happy, and he smacked her in the face with his trunk. She was on a 12-day.
Funny.
She was from Pennsylvania. She was on a 12-day missionary type of trip in Zimbabwe.
Okay. Zimbabwe?
Yeah, no, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, with her, kind of, yeah. Zambia, Zambia. Okay. Yeah, you know I can't pronounce. I could never I still can't pronounce that freaking giraffe's name. Tajiri. Okay.
And now there's Azizi, and I haven't gone to see him yet.
Okay, so they won't smack you. So yeah, she got smacked in the face, but the people got like video footage of her getting smacked from the elephant. It's hysterical.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
because they probably get sick.
Elephants are smart.
They get sick of your crap at these zoos. One time I was at the Indianapolis Zoo, and they have like cameras and like everything like there, and I walked up to the elephant. And the elephant came like walking up towards me, and I'm like, wow, that was like really cool. And then it turned around and like looked at the camera, angled itself, and took the biggest crap you've ever seen, like, and farted. First of all, it farted really loud, and then took a crap right in front of the camera, so everybody that was watching could see. And you can't tell me that wasn't on purpose. Like that animal knew that webcam was there and took the biggest crap and farted right at the camera.
Yeah. I love Florida. Nothing against you guys, but why does all of our stupid news come out of Florida?
A lot. I know.
Yeah, right?
That's why it's hard to really want to.
We're like, everything always happens in Florida.
So let's get into some some other things.
Okay.
Even though there's this raccoon, this happened in Iran.
Yes, tell me that story.
Rabid raccoon.
Yeah, this is local. So finally, we have some local news.
Yeah, a local animal
that
news.
We can get behind.
In the middle of the day, and Friday morning last week. In Yorkshire Road, up in Arundicoya.
That's right down, literally 3 streets from me, Amy.
That's 3 streets from you?
Amy. Yes.
Oh my
what
God.
happened? I am legitimately down the street. You sent me this news story, and I clearly didn't open it totally.
Oh, the animal was not caught. He's still at large.
What?
I guess he attacked the guy Friday morning. He just kind of came out and attacked the guy.
Stop it.
Yes.
Amy, I live down the street.
Oh, see, they're coming to get us. I told you. I don't know what to tell you. They're banding together, these animals. They want to get rid of us all. And
what if Amy, oh my gosh.
Do something to help an animal. I don't think we talked about it.
No, what did you do to help?
I helped an animal.
No,
I saved a puppy.
What?
Saved a little French. I still volunteer for the cat shelter.
Right.
Well, sometimes they'll take in a dog. If it needs tube feeding. My friend Carla, who runs Keller's Cats, and she was on our show a long time ago in Rochester. So sometimes help these puppies that are born with a cleft palate. Okay.
Yeah.
So it just happens kind of genetically sometimes. So she calls me up a couple of weeks ago. She's like, "What are you doing today?" And I'm like, "That's never a good thing when Carla calls you up and asks what you're doing today."
Right.
Because she doesn't have time to socialize. So it's not time for social. And plus, she lives in Rochester, so it's not good. So she's like, I got a puppy down in Binghamton that was born this morning that has a cleft palate. It can't eat, and I need to get it to me.